Higgsfield Seedance 2.0 Marketing Studio just got a fresh update with a new feature called hooks. And today I put it to the test to see if it's a worthy upgrade or if it is not worth your time. There's some ways that it worked wonderfully and other ways it completely failed me. We'll dive into both of those, and as always, even though Higgsfield's a sponsor of this video, I give you guys the truth and they don't get to see this video before I post it. So if you appreciate that, like usual, comment real down below. Let's open up the Marketing Studio and dive right into it. Now, I'm not gonna go super in-depth on how the studio works in general because I covered that in my last video where I reviewed version 1 of the studio, and you can watch that on its own. It'll be much more in-depth, and I'll have that linked at the end of this video and in a card up over here or over here, whichever corner it is. What we're focusing on today is this new feature, hooks. With hooks, Higgsfield has analyzed thousands of high-performing UGC ads on Instagram and TikTok and identified key opening styles that are proven to keep the video watchable. Supposedly, just by selecting one of these, the tool can take our UGC content and optimize it with this type of opening to get better viewer retention. To test this out, I'm going to take an ad that I created with version 1 of Marketing Studio and try to enhance it with a new hook. Then we're going to test combining it with just a product image, avatar, and the new settings feature to let the Marketing Studio do all of the work for us. And finally, I'll plug in a new product that I created to see how the hooks feature can interact with complex prompts and conflicting instructions. First, let's return to my chocolate-covered coffee beans product. This is the design that I mocked up, and here's my original UGC ad.
Okay, these are Koei chocolate espresso beans. Look at this packaging.
They're literally mixed white, milk, and dark chocolate.
Very diverse. Oh yeah. These taste ridiculously good, like dangerously good.
The prompt for this is fairly thought out, and the original video followed it really well. But to test the hooks feature, I'm gonna leave everything the same, except I'm gonna swap out the avatar and add a product dodge hook. So the package should fly right at her at the beginning to make the video more engaging.
Okay, these are Koei chocolate espresso beans. Look at this packaging.
They're literally mixed white, milk, and dark chocolate.
Very diverse. Oh yeah, these taste ridiculously good, like dangerously good.
Okay, it did it, but she kind of caught it instead. And I think just overall, the whole movement feels a little bit weird. Let's try it again, but this time with a camera bump hook, because this will actually conflict with the prompt that I added itself. So I'm curious to see what the Marketing Studio does with that.
Okay. These are Koei chocolate espresso beans. Look at this packaging. They're literally mixed white, milk, dark chocolate. Very diverse. Oh yeah, these taste ridiculously good, like dangerously good.
Oof, that was a mess. The hook didn't work, so it really didn't override the prompt input at all. And it's interesting, you can see that my prompt is right up here on the top, and then this hook prompt is separate down below it. And the hook prompt specifically mentions revealing a dress or some sort of clothing. So it looks like this hook is really more designed for something like a clothing try-on video, which we'll test out next. I want to see what the Marketing Studio can do when it's given complete control with no prompt from my end whatsoever. I get that this is extreme, but that's kind of the point. I had decent results with the UGC try-on and pro try-on video styles in my last test, so I want to replicate that but with the hook feature and their new setting selector. The setting selector allows you to choose from a bunch of different locations where you want the scene to take place. That can be a crazy location like next to a volcano, or something more realistic like in a kitchen. And then I want to test out the camera bump hook again, and let's just go with the volcano for the location. Why not? Hopefully without a conflicting prompt here, the hook should shine through better.
Okay, anyway, this kiwi bird jumpsuit, I literally cannot go anywhere without someone stopping me. Tailored fit, unhinged print, it's my personality now.
Bro, she just got straight up smacked. What the heck? That's hilarious. Now here's the problem. The hook specifically says that she gets hit in the forehead. But we can actually edit this if we don't want that, which we don't. So I'll remove mention of the forehead, save this version as a new hook, and then I'll remove the location from the prompt as well, just to see if that makes any difference, and we'll run it one more time.
Oh, if you're gonna get bumped into, you might as well look like this. The kiwi jumpsuit does all the work.
Yeah, for some reason it just really can't figure this one out. Weird. To fix this, we're gonna go all in with a brand new product, Higgs Hooks. I used ChatGPT to create this UGC style interview prompt and created a new avatar of a fisherman using Higgsfield. Then I selected the street interview hook and we'll hit generate.
Yo, dude, that thing is huge. What are you catching these with?
Bro, this right here, Higgs hooks.
Why is it literally neon green?
I swear the fish go crazy for these things. I switched last week and started catching monsters.
No shot. Let me see that.
Higgs hooks, man. Look at this bass.
The video turned out great. I mean, really the only glaring issue I see is that there's a whole bunch of hooks on the fish, and the logic of where they're at is just all off of what it would actually be if you were fishing. But that's at least partially my fault, because the image of the hooks in the package was all that the AI had to go off of, and it has no way of knowing that the hooks should really just be individual when you're fishing with them. The only other thing that this has me questioning is how much of the interview style is influenced by my prompt, which emphasizes an interview style, and how much of it is up to the hook setting. I want to see how much control the hook actually has here. So let's change this to be the random object mic hook and then run it again.
Yo, dude, that thing is huge. What are you catching these with?
Bro, this right here, Higgs hooks.
Why is it literally neon green?
I swear the fish go crazy for these things. I switched last week and I started catching monsters.
No shot. Let me see that.
Higgs hooks, man. Look at this bass.
Interesting. I mean, the video is actually pretty good. I could pick it apart with some of the logic and physics, but that's not really the point of this video. The important thing for us today is that this completely ignored the hook instructions. There is no random object mic here at all. Now, in my further experimentation, I found something important. When you have a long and detailed prompt like this, if you don't go into your video settings and give the engine enough time to execute your whole prompt, it's just gonna give you something totally random but related. For example, here's my result using the exact same prompt, but I restricted the generation to only give me a 8-second generation.
Higgs hooks. That's literally why this fish is in my hands right now. Switched to these last week, already pulling monsters.
Instead of following my written prompt perfectly, this video gave us results based off of the hook prompt with this rubber ducky, which I honestly kind of like a lot. The whole video is nice. But again, yeah, it didn't follow my written prompt at all. So it seems that Marketing Studio might default to following whatever prompt you've written in the main prompt box. And then if it's not able to execute that main prompt in the amount of time that you've given it, or it just has a much more vague prompt in general, then it's able to tie in the hooks to it. But the hooks seem like a secondary thing on the importance level of how it actually follows your instructions. One final note, I kind of touched on this briefly earlier, but all of these hooks from Higgsfield are just presets. If you have your own hook that you want to reuse, you can actually create your own. But it's weird because right now, the only way that I've found to create a custom hook is to actually select one of the pre-made hooks and then edit the text of that one, then click Save as New. I don't know if Higgsfield is planning to update the user interface soon to give us a dedicated hook creation workflow or not, but you can do it right now on this site. You just have to go through that little workaround. In the end, I think that hooks is a cool concept and like a welcome addition to this tool, but it's nothing that's gonna like replace real prompting effort or a great creative idea when you're making ads that actually perform. If you want to learn more about Marketing Studio and see my original video on it where I break it down in depth, you should watch this one right up over here. That'll put context to all the things that you just watched.